The iPhone is like a Swiss Army knife. It can do a lot of different things. In fact, it does so many things, I can't begin to remember everything it can do. And more to the point, I don't really want to have to remember all that stuff. And my guess is neither do you. Hi, my name is Rich. I recently made a video on 5 clever ways to use your iPhone, and wow, did that video ever take off. I'll include a link to it in the description below. The point of that video was that the iPhone has a lot of features that are helpful, but you probably didn't know anything about them. But it goes a little deeper than that for me. I know the iPhone can do a lot of stuff. I make videos on how to use the iPhone. I just can't remember how to get it to do all those clever things. And for me, that's where Siri steps in. Siri bridges the gap for a number of practical ways I use the iPhone. Siri is my digital assistant. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Siri to make a phone call using the speakerphone. You don't have to do a whole bunch of tapping to get to it. How to create an appointment in your calendar without ever opening the calendar app. And then how to open any application using Siri. How to send a quick text message. And then how to send a photo via text message without having to tap all of the share stuff to get it to go. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you a bonus tip on how to check your upcoming schedule. All right, let's get started. I made a video about a year ago on how to use Siri, and of course, every time I would use the trigger phrase, hey, followed by Siri, it would trigger everybody's phones and iPads and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to do that today. I don't know if you know, but you can press the button on the side of your phone and bring up Siri, like that. And that's how I'm going to do it today, so that way I won't be triggering everything. So the first thing I want to show you is how to make a phone call using the speakerphone by just asking Siri to make the call. So here's how you do it. Call Rhonda using the speakerphone.
Calling Rhonda Bolin, mobile on speaker.
And there you go. It's that simple. You just ask her to use the speakerphone. Normally if you call up the phone and you want to make the phone call like that, and then you've got to press on that, and then you got to go to speaker, and then all of that button pressing just to get to the speakerphone. But you can just ask Siri to do it, and it's a really handy way to do it. Next thing I want to show you is just how to make a calendar appointment. And it's really simple. You bring up Siri. Schedule a doctor's appointment for Friday at 2 p.m.
Doctor's is scheduled for 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Friday.
And there you go. It's that simple. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to open the calendar app, and it's there. If you go into the calendar app, you'll see doctor's appointment right there from 2 to 3 p.m. on Friday. Next thing I want to show you is how you can open any application using Siri. And there are a lot of little applications that I forget that are on there, like the calculator or the magnifying glass or some of those things that I talked about in my previous video. But you can ask Siri to bring those up without having to create a shortcut or something like that to bring them up quickly. Open the calculator. And there you go. It's as simple as that. Here's another example. Open Notes. It's as simple as that. You just ask her to open the application. That's pretty quick. All right, the next thing I want to show you is how to send a quick text message, and that's easy. You just call up Siri. Send a text message to Lindsay.
What do you want to say?
I hope you're having a good day.
Do you want to send it or change it? Done.
And it was that quick. It's just that easy. You just simply ask Siri to send a text. The next one is just really handy. I don't know about you, but I take pictures and I want to send them to my mom or my brothers or sisters or something like that, or my friends. And normally when you go into Photos, you open Photos and you pull up a picture that you want to send, and then you have to go down here to the share sheet, and then you have to tap on Messages, and then you have to type in who you want to send it to and all of that. That is a really painful way to do it. The easiest way is to use Siri. Send this picture to Lindsay.
Ready to send it? It's sent.
And that's how easy it is to just use Siri to send a picture to a friend via a text message without having to go through all that rigmarole. I just think that's incredibly handy. All right, the last tip I want to show you is just how to view your upcoming schedule. And you can just ask Siri for it. Again, call up Siri. What's on my schedule for this week?
You have 3 events for tomorrow until Friday.
And right there's the doctor's appointment we just made. But you don't have to ask about this week, you can ask about next week. What's on my schedule for next week?
You have 5 events for Tuesday until May 11th, 2023.
And there you can see all of the appointments that I have coming up. And that's a really handy way to check your schedule. You can just ask Siri. Of course, I'm using the button and pressing that on the side of the phone to bring up Siri, but you can just use the trigger phrase, hey, followed by Siri, and then you can ask Siri to do what you want her to do. It's really that easy. Of course, Siri can do a lot more, and Siri is getting better all the time, but this short video was designed to get you thinking about how you can overcome some technical hurdles by just using this voice assistant. All right, that's it for today's tutorial. I hope it helps you use your iPhone in a new practical way. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.